morning all. I'm going to talk today about leptin and ghrelin, or specifically hormones and how they are impacted by light, and I'm going to make a big leap as to why that might be very important for you. But first, it's a damp and dark day, so it might give you the inclination that you don't want to go outside, and I'm telling you, don't let it. Don't let it. If something's important to you, you do it. If something is important to you, you do it regardless. And that's what you should make getting outside, especially in the morning. You should make it that important that you do it. And I've said many times before as to why it's important. But we'll go back to the topic of the day, and that is light and leptin and ghrelin. So more recently I've been looking at specific hormones that are impacted by light in general, but where possible specific wavelengths of light or specific colours of light. And I was reading this paper the other day about red and infrared light and their impacts on leptin and ghrelin. And for those of you who don't know, leptin and ghrelin are your kind of hunger and fullness hormones. Leptin is to do with that controls your feeling of fullness, your feeling of satiety, and ghrelin makes you hungry, makes you want to eat more, and never satiated or never satisfied. And so what we already know is the importance of sleep in the regulation of these two hormones. Lack of sleep basically sends these two hormones haywire, and that's why when you have a poor night's sleep you consistently crave food, and you will crave bad food. Let's put bad food in inverted commas. But what they started to find now is actually that red and infrared light also have a very profound effect on leptin and ghrelin secretions, or leptin and ghrelin levels in the body. So much so that actually they're starting to have a look at leptin and ghrelin and light therapy as a potential mechanism to help with weight reduction. Now they do this because of studies that have shown like 15 and 20% drops in ghrelin, and on the flip side of that 15 to 20% increases in leptin, which if you think about it logically, that means you are 20% less hungry and 20% more full. And you put those two together, that means you're feeling fuller for longer, and you're not having anywhere near the cravings that you were having. And therefore, what does that have the ability to do? That has the ability to effectively stop you wanting to eat. Effectively, well, it doesn't stop you, it reduces the craving for you to eat, and therefore it helps you control the amount of calories. It by itself isn't going to dramatically make you lose weight, although there are studies that show various methods in which light therapy is able to increase the amount of fat you lose, but that's for a different subject. But I'm talking specifically about leptin and ghrelin, and how it can alter the concentrations in your body and to the positive. And so if you are, because let's face it, it's coming up to Christmas time, most people put on weight over Christmas, me included, but if you had something in your home that you know helps control your leptin and ghrelin, first and foremost I would start with get a good night's sleep, have light and dark, absolutely, because that will help any person trying to lose weight. But if you knew that there was something you could have in your house that is full of positive effects outside of, as well as helping you control your hunger. How cool would that be? So as well as helping control inflammation, as well as helping with your pain, as well as helping improve your conditioning, improve your performance, improve various other improve mitochondrial function, self-regulate. It also helps control your hunger. And so if you were trying to lose a bit of weight after Christmas, then you have this wonderful device in your home potentially that is able to help you in so many ways, potentially including helping you lose a bit of excess weight, lose a bit of excess fat, and this is the leap that I was talking about. So if you there are studies out there that show increased fat loss through exercise, because of course we still need to control that calorie intake, that calorie expenditure. But there are studies out there that show the addition of light therapy, as well as normal exercise and a controlled diet, improves the fat loss and improves body composition. So we've seen that. Now, is that down to the control of? No, because the calories are exactly the same. But what I'm saying is this another mechanism through which light therapy can improve various health markers? Because of course a lot of health markers are improved with weight loss. It might just be. Now, as I say, I was reading about specific hormones, so I was hypothesizing that if you can improve your leptin and ghrelin levels in the body, the right ways obviously, then you could theorize that by doing that you would find it slightly easier to maintain a calorie deficit in order to lose weight, because you wouldn't have the same cravings. You could also extrapolate out from the studies that if you're using light therapy and exercising and having an appropriate diet, then you can make the argument that you will lose more fat, etc., with the added use of red and infrared light. The reasons to have red and infrared light in your home just keep getting bigger and bigger and bigger. Have a great day.